Homelander versus Omni-Man. Who wins? And look, I get it. On paper, it sounds hype as hell. Two of the most unhinged, narcissistic, daddy-issue-having supermen going at it. But hear me out, because actually sitting down and thinking about how this fight would go, it would be one of the most unsatisfying, broken, lopsided beatdowns you've ever seen. And not in a good way.
Let me explain. First, let's establish what we actually know about these two guys, because this is where the debate already falls apart. Omni-Man is a Viltrumite. These are people who literally survived a plague that wiped out half their population and came out stronger. They travel through space at near light speed. They've been fighting wars across entire galaxies for thousands of years. Mark, Omni-Man's own son, who is half human, was tanking hits from guys who could punch through planets. Omni-Man himself fought alongside characters who were destroying moons. Homelander, meanwhile, yes, he is the most powerful soup on Earth who is a fresh milk baby. His greatest feats are keeping up with a train, lasering a plane in half, and manhandling people who are basically just roided up humans. That's the resume. And before you come at me in the comments, yes, I know he took a nuke to the face in the comics, but we're talking show versions here, so calm down.
Blow A train.
So right out the gate, the scaling is just broken. This isn't even a close conversation if you're being honest with yourself. But okay, let's say we ignore the power gap and just focus on the fight itself, because maybe you think it'd at least be entertaining to watch, even if Homelander loses. And this is where it gets even worse. Because think about how Homelander actually fights. We've seen it. He lasers people, he flies fast, he punches. That's genuinely it. He has no technique, no training, no martial arts background. The dude has spent his entire life knowing nobody could touch him, so why would he ever develop actual fighting skills? Omni-Man, on the other hand, has thousands of years of combat experience. He fought his way across the universe. He murdered an entire superhero team, the Guardians of the Globe, not because he got lucky, but because he is a trained killer who knows exactly how to put bodies down efficiently. He took hits from guys on his level and kept going. He knows how to fight through pain, adapt mid-battle, and finish people off. So what you'd actually get in this fight is Homelander flying in with his laser eyes and Omni-Man just eating it. Because here's the thing, Omni-Man has taken punishment that makes Homelander's lasers look like a flashlight. And then Omni-Man closes the distance, and now Homelander is in a fistfight with someone who's been doing this for millennia. It wouldn't even be competitive. It looked like when Omni-Man beat the Guardians, just systematic, brutal, one-sided destruction. And then Homelander does what Homelander always does when he's losing. He panics and do some weird stuffs. The second someone actually pushes back on him, his composure completely falls apart. This is a guy who cried in a cornfield, who breaks down when people stop clapping for him. Soldier Boy, who is significantly weaker than Omni-Man, had Homelander shook.
Soldier Boy. No, look at his face.
Genuinely scared. So the second Omni-Man starts actually hurting him, Homelander mentally collapses. And a mentally broken Homelander with no technique against a 1,000-year-old Viltrumite combat veteran? It's over in less than a minute. And look, I actually think that's the most realistic version of this fight. It's just Homelander getting dropped in under a minute while Omni-Man barely breaks a sweat, which would be the most unsatisfying thing you could possibly watch after all the buildup.
And honestly, that's the whole problem with this matchup. People want this fight because both characters are this archetype of the evil Superman, but one of them is genuinely terrifying on a cosmic level, and the other one is terrifying specifically because nobody on his Earth can stop him. The moment you remove that context, Homelander is just a guy with laser eyes who's never actually been tested. Put him against someone who has been tested across the galaxy for 1,000 years, and it's not a fight. It's a mauling. So the next time someone in your comments or your group chat asks who would win, just send them this video, because the answer isn't even interesting. It's just Omni-Man. Easily.
uncomfortably easily. And that's exactly why this fight would be terrible to actually watch. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you disagree, because I know you people will, and what other videos you want to see.